The thing is, when you and I were kids, as dinosaurs, every girl, or 90% of them, had an eating disorder because she was uncomfortable with how her body's changing, unwanted male attention, having that sense of control. It was very common.
Very common.
A lot of people didn't grow out of it, but most of them did.
Right.
Now, if you're uncomfortable with your body, you're going to be shifted down in this direction in many such cases. And it's really just... Carol Markowitz, who's a journalist, she was a neighbor of mine in Brooklyn, she said a majority of kids in her daughter's class were identifying as some variant of queer. So she's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to Florida.
It's so strange.
Strange isn't the word.
It's
and the thing is,
but it is also strange.
With eating disorders, you can get over it, right?
Right. This is going to cause permanent damage.
Did you see what this evil demon from the LA Times? There was a girl named Chloe Cole, who was a detransitioner.
I've heard of her.
And they had this whole hit piece on her.
Oh, no.
And how, she's become beloved by the right. It's like, this is
God.
someone telling their real and she's not unique, telling her story about, like, I wasn't old enough to make these decisions, and I'm fucked for life. I'm never going to have sexual pleasure, and my body's changed, and I regret this enormously, and I thought I wanted this, and I was wrong. And it's like, it's just a hatchet piece. I forgot the girl's name. It's just
so
horrible.
Cruel. Could you imagine if
it
was instead the right that was promoting this, how the left would react?
The right used to. It was a conversion therapy. This is their version.
Right, praying the gay away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not as extreme in the sense that you're not doing surgery on people, especially on children, and giving them hormone blockers.
Right.
But imagine if that was the right's perspective was akin to Iran's perspective. So in Iran, you have a very high number of transsexuals.
By law.
Because it's illegal to be gay.
Right. They
now
mandate
imagine if that was going on with the right here. They're saying, no, you can't be gay, but you can be trans, and you can become a woman.
Also,
and so they're encouraging it and then profiting off of it and then shaming anyone that detransitions like that person. Imagine if that was all being done by the right.
But,
people would think it's so fucking evil.
The thing that's also crazy is everyone who questions their gender is trans. No one just has issues with their gender.
Not only that, there's a lot of data that shows that if you let them just leave them alone and let them go through puberty and become an adult, they usually become gay.
Yeah.
And then a lot of gay people are like, hey, this is homophobic. This idea is homophobic. Like this idea that these people are actually in the wrong body. Like, no, they're gay.
And I also talk about this a lot. There's this complete insane pretense that taking hormones, even the hormones of your own gender, has no downside. So if a male takes testosterone, he's not going to have any bad side effects. If a female takes estrogen, there's no bad side effects. When women are pregnant and their hormones are a mess, it's all upside. But they pretend that, like, if we just give this person hormones, it's only going to be a good thing. It's like,
not just
there's a huge
hormones,
cost. But
the blockers. The blockers are the crazy thing,
well,
because they are literally chemical castration drugs that they would use for pedophiles. It's the same drugs.
But also, Joe, the lie that you can just start puberty later.
It's a lie. Absolutely a lie. You will be altered forever. You will never develop.
As I am proof, if your growth is stunted as a kid, you don't get to grow your full height later. There's a window. Same thing with learning language. These kids who are feral and raised by wolves, they don't later become scholars. They lose the capacity to speak correctly.
Right.
So the brazen lies of, well, you could just start puberty later if that's what you feel. Look at gymnasts.
Imagine this coming from the right. Imagine. So this is why people are so weird.
And why is this politicized?
It's crazy.
Right?
It is crazy. Why is it politicized?
If there's kids who have mental illness of some kind, let's get them help.
Right.
And everyone's different.
Right. Everyone's different. And the solution isn't necessarily give a girl a mastectomy when she's 14. That seems insane.